first I want to start, if we could just go around the room and tell me a little bit about yourself and how many times have you spoken on our behalf? Not exactly how many times, but give me an idea kind of what's going on here.
Oh, start here. My name's Bob Scarborough. I'm related to her. She'll tell you who she is. I've been out 4 or 5 times for different groups, filling in sometimes for her and carrying stuff for her.
I'm Jim Jameson, and I'll have to say that I haven't been out officially any times yet. I've been 1 or 2 places with David Watkins, but yeah, that's how I got into it through him. He's a fellow Toastmaster. But I look forward to working into the system and getting my various life and work schedules better aligned and getting more involved.
Okay, glad you're here.
My name's Ruth Parrott, and I think I've been out, because I work the farmer's market for a community storehouse run in the dark. It's probably about 6 or 7 times now, and then I'm going again in December to a church in Argyle to do some speaking. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
That's one church, you all, that have 3 services. I have 3 sites, 2 services at each site, and they wanted somebody everywhere.
Cross timbers.
But I think we got it covered.
We'll get you covered.
Right. And I'm Glenelle, and Bob and I, at Barbara's inspiration, helped start this group. We're pleased that it's still alive, thanks to some of you who've hung in there.
Right.
And I hope to keep it alive with new folks and making sure that the ones who are trained get a chance that fits their schedule.
My name is Tom Jones. I've been involved with this program about 4 years and with the Community Storehouse about 5. I just recently went to a meeting with Catholic Charities as representative, and prior to that I've mostly gone to schools about 4 or 5 times. I find it enjoyable meeting people, telling them about the program, and I find that most of the other entities that we deal with, they are very well aware of the Community Storehouse and the work that it does.
I'm Bill Lytle, and I've been volunteering for about 3 weeks, so I'm new at this. I'm a retired school superintendent, and I've been retired 3 years, and was looking for something else to do, and my daughter-in-law had volunteered at the community store, and she said, "You might check it out, they could use all the help they can get." And I said, "Okay, I'll go check with them and see." So I'm here for just some training so I can maybe go out and represent the community storehouse.
Where were you superintendent?
My last job was at Van Alstyne, which is between McKinney and Sherman.
My daughter lives in Sherman. She graduated from Boston College, so
right.
I know that area.
Yes.
Just because
Yes.
we were there a lot.
Sherman is great.
She loves it. She's still there. So.
And we jump back.
Tell us about you.
My name is Kay Powers. We've lived in this area for 8 years. It's the first time I've lived anywhere for 8 years. I'm getting ready to put the house on the market because my son's going to graduate. We want to move closer to Randy's work, and it probably will take a year for it to sell. But to go through 8 years worth of stuff, I decided it was a blessing to move every 2 to 3 years. And I'm collecting stuff to haul over to the storehouse. I started out volunteering, I think about the time with the Katrina. And I was a dumpster diver for a long time. And I would go in the back in the sorter. Love to put the toys together. I've worked in the resale shop. I'm not very good with the cash register. I love the holiday house. My husband of 28 years. My son is 17 and a half. He'll graduate this year. That's about it.
And we were talking about giving me an idea on how many times everyone has gone out and spoken on our behalf? Just roughly.
Let's see, just and what, since we started doing the ambassador thing, probably about 6 or 7.
First of all, and most of all, I want to thank each one of you for being on this committee, for agreeing to work on behalf of the storehouse. We are going to talk about some things that are going on at the storehouse right now, and as it would have it, there's tremendous growth and there's changes about every quarter now because of the growth, to keep up with the growth. And so we're going, as again, spokespeople for the organization. I want you, if you probably already understand this, and I'm sure that Bob and Glenella have explained this to you, but in many cases, you're the only person the outside world is seeing. And so we want to make sure, number one, that we're giving you all the information you need to answer the questions correctly and make you feel comfortable, help you to feel comfortable when you're out in those settings. So my next question is, have there been any questions that you couldn't answer? Has there been anything that we haven't given you to help you when you go out? So you know all the answers, we don't need to have this.
In one church group I went and spoke to asked, do you help just adults without children? And I said, well, the families are identified through the children, so they would have to have children in order to be helped. Is that correct?
Well, our focus is children.
Right.
Period. That's our focus, that's our primary goal, and our mission statement speaks to that. So we cannot, just like other organizations, whether it be a heart association, AIDS, whatever, they specialize in an area. And they can't help everybody that needs something. They specialize in an area. To be able to do that, to be able to afford to help people, we specialize and we work with families that have children. I'm gonna go into one of the programs here that we've expanded out a little bit, and that doesn't meet that criteria, but it's a temporary program, and we'll get into that. But yes, our focus is the child, keeping them in the classroom, giving them everything they need to stay in that classroom so that they graduate from high school. That is my top priority. I feel like we give them that, and we give them that high school diploma, that they're able to go on in life and do other things for themselves. But without that, they can't take any other steps.